Hello, Mares. Today I'm going to be doing a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of July. If you're new here, welcome to Law of Attractions and Mares Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. And if you are new here, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love to have you here. If you're interested in a private reading, the information will be down below, as well as all of the decks that I use in this video and all of my videos. But let's go ahead and see what the overall energy is for July for Pisces. So we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Sun. Okay. So when I see Nine of Cups in the reverse, oftentimes I feel like it is a good sign that maybe for a while you've pretended that you were satisfied with what you have, but you actually wanted more. It's kind of like settling in your happiness. But we also have the Sun. So with this card combination, this month is a really good time to be appreciative of what you have, because when you can bring in the Sun energy and be thankful and think positively for what you already have, even if it isn't everything that you want, then you are going to attract more of it to you. This is a law of attraction universe, so those frequencies, they will be returned to you. That's why a great manifestation technique is acting as if you already have it. So maybe this month act as if you already have all the things that you want. But let's see what kind of energy you're bringing into July. So the Page of Cups in the reverse. And it is clarified. Oops, it's a little too much. Clarified by the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, this is going to be a relationship, someone that is just offering, you know, some adult fun and not any emotional type of thing. This could also just be like your life in general. The beginning of this month, you are not really feeling like, again, what you have in your life is really fulfilling. It's not really in alignment. It doesn't promote that spark, you know. And you could be in this situation for a long time where, you know, your day-to-day life is the same. You've been doing the same types of things, and it just isn't inspiring to you anymore. It's not necessarily that it's so negative. It's just that you're ready for some new energy. But let's go ahead and see, moving on into July, what else is going on. We have Ace of Cups in the reverse. Wow. Okay. And it is clarified by the Fool. Okay. Yeah. So this kind of feels like there was something that you wanted to start. Maybe a seed that you already planted. So maybe you had some idea of something that you wanted to do, but honestly, it just isn't in alignment with you anymore. And so in July, you're going to really want a fresh start. You're going to either want to see this thing from a new perspective or just a fresh start in general, because the seeds you were planting in the past just didn't come to fruition, or they started to and you just realized they weren't in alignment with, you know, your emotional state. They didn't make you as happy as you thought they would. So let's see what to expect towards the end of the month. We have Five of Wands in the reverse. And that is clarified by Temperance in the reverse. That's an interesting combination of cards. So with Five of Wands, I often think of it as this energy of competition. of kind of a struggle, like everybody's desires conflict with each other. With it in the reverse, you could be seeing the end of that. So if you're like living with people and you guys just can't get on the same page, or this could of course have to do with like work where everybody's at odds with each other, it is at an end. Oftentimes temperance is about patience. So maybe you've been a little bit impatient for this to happen, but with it in the reverse, I do see that it is happening. Oftentimes temperance is kind of like that, you know, pouring the cups back and forth to get the right mix. So you might not actually see this happening exactly by the end of the month, but understand that these conflicts with other people, with other energies, it doesn't have to be other people, just many aspects in your life, that they are working together in divine timing, and to just be patient with it. Just understand that in order to align things, often spirit's working behind the scenes, and you don't always understand when things get lost, when things don't work out. It's all working for your highest good, as long as you believe it and as long as you continue that type of energy. Because if you resist it, if you resist the changes, it's not going to end up, or you're going to end up creating a lot more chaos for yourself. And of course, we don't want that. Let's see. We have attachment in the reverse. So yeah, I feel like this is just the defining energy for the month of July for everyone, because this is the 12th reading I've done for this month, and there's been a letting go, an energy of letting go in every single reading. I feel like collectively, globally, we are going through some massive stuff. I know there's all these retrogrades, but I believe we're ending some of them. I know we're about to end Mercury retrograde. I feel like we're all just kind of letting go of so many things. You know what? This is really weird. I'm really hearing to pull one of these little, I have these little note cards. I haven't done this for any of them, but Spirit tells me to do something, I do something. Okay, so with attachment in the reverse, let's see the little note I pick. I'm absolutely, deeply, and madly in love with you. Okay, so yeah, some of you are letting go of someone that you are in love with, or they're in love with you. Okay, so here's what I'm getting with this two mix of, because we have like two completely different energies, right? With attachment in the reverse and then this. Wow. Okay, so the energy I'm getting here is there's an art of detachment. Now, detaching does not mean that you let go completely, like you're done with this person, or like, again, this doesn't have to be a person at all. This could totally just be like a dream you have, some goal that you want, because we have these aces here and there in the reverse. It's like a seed that you want to plant, and it just didn't come to fruition. So like if you were wanting to start a business or a new job, but it just isn't lifting off the ground, or you were wanting to take a class in school, or there's just obviously so many options here. And of course it could have to do with love. You don't have to let go of that, but what you do is you detach yourself from it, detach yourself from needing it to be a specific way. So you never know, this energy this month can be leading you to that in the future, whenever you are in a much better space to handle whatever it is that you are going towards. So I do think that this detachment is not to let go of it forever. It's just to let go of that need of needing to steer, to take the wheel. You know, you don't have to micromanage everything. You don't need, you know, just because things didn't happen the way that you expect them to doesn't mean they're not going to happen at all. So I do feel, especially with temperance and all of this in the rest of these energies, that it may be a while, but that's okay. You know, time is an illusion. You could actually change your energy and be ready tomorrow. But with all the other energies here, I kind of feel like this is a little bit more of a longer path, and that is okay. Understand that whatever you're letting go of, the path you're taking may be longer, but eventually it's going to lead you to back to this place again, to this person. If you know, doesn't mean you're going to stay with this person. It just means that it's kind of like, you know, of course this is so cliche, but if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it, you know, was meant for you. It's totally that kind of vibe here. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Sacred Wisdom. This has come out, I believe, in 3 or 4 of the readings. Okay. Yeah, so you may be wanting to meditate a little bit and get some clarity. Also pay attention to signs and synchronicities. You know, there's a lot of ways to gain sacred wisdom. There's a lot of ways to access it. The best way I've always found is through meditation. You can't go wrong with that. But there is something that Spirit is trying to tell you in some way, shape, or form, and you may not be aware of it. You may not hear it. Oftentimes, we totally confuse our intuition with our ego, and it does take some practice to what is the word I'm looking for? You know, just to hear it and to be able to discern it. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, we have Secret Doorway, working with intuition, second sight opening, dimensional doorways, and it's in the reverse. Well, okay, that just reiterates what I just said. Yeah, you may be out of touch with your intuition, and if you have felt like what you've been doing or this attachment to whatever you have, that, you know, you've been tricking yourself into believing that you're happy with it, when really you're just kind of settling. You may not be listening to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you, hey, there's more out there. There's more for you to do. Like, there's this whole full energy, the full, you know, he's ready for his new journey. You know, he doesn't even have enough in his bag. He's all dressed all garishly, and, you know, he's just ready to go. And that's kind of the energy that the universe may be wanting you to have at this time, to start new things. And it may not even be anything specific. It might just be that you need to shake up your life, shake up your daily routine. But listen to your intuition. Find ways to get in better touch with your intuition this month, because it'll be very important for you to release whatever this is and to start your next phase of life. So how can Pisces heal themselves this month? How can Pisces heal themselves? Right here. Ooh, okay. We have dreams. Okay, you guys are Pisces. And we've been talking about this intuition here, sacred wisdom, having trouble with intuition, and now we have dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, guys. You know, you are a water sign. You're connected to the moon and the moon energy, the moon tarot card, which is that like psychic energy. So pay attention to your dreams. They have, you know, information in there. This could also have to do with when you're meditating. You may see visions. You may pick up on different energies. Trust in that. So if you're looking for a way to get in touch with your intuition, I think dreams will be one of your best bets. So it's kind of hard if you don't remember your dreams, but there are some things you can do to help with this. As you fall asleep, say, I am going to remember this dream. Okay? Tell yourself that, set that intention. When you wake up, write down everything you remember. Even if you remember one thing, even if you remember the color red, or my best friend was in the dream. You know, it doesn't have to be a lot, but if you continue to do those 2 things, you will remember more and more of your dreams, and they'll become more vivid. You may want to look into the symbolism in your dreams and just the emotions that your dreams stir up. Some people have very wild dreams. I tend to have very straightforward dreams. I think that's just as a Gemini with Virgo rising and lots of Gemini in my chart. I tend to process information and receive information more on the logical side. But as a Pisces, you may receive more symbolic dreams, as you can see, like with the tiger here and the angel. To me, those are very symbolic symbols rather than just necessarily being straightforward. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Okay, so I'll break down all 3 of these statements. You're not for everyone. So, of course, I'm popping this right over the attachment. You are not for everyone. You know, you're a special, wild soul, and you need to see yourself that way, because a lot of times we can settle for people that just don't align with our strangeness. Like, embrace your weirdness. Like, if you can't be your authentic self around anybody, and this isn't just relationships, of course, this is everything. This is friendships and just anybody you're spending a lot of time with. If you can't be yourself, that might not be a person that you need to be spending a ton of time around. You're going to be a lot happier. Wow, okay, 2 of those want to come out. You're going to be a lot happier if you can just embrace your weirdness and be your real self. And then with facing your true north, yeah, this is all about embracing that intuition, and that will make things a lot more clear for you for this month and the rest of the year is what I'm hearing. Let's see, Forest Frolic Maiden. I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy she brings. So getting in touch with your inner child. If you have children, spending time with them, whatever it is, there is something to do with the inner child, and that will help you get in touch with your intuition. Of course, we are at our most intuitive as children, and that's why children will have imaginary friends, and they'll have very vivid dreams. They'll see spirits, and all of this is because they're extremely in touch with their intuition. And it's just kind of like through trauma and conditioning and all of that, we lose it. So getting in touch with things that may give you that like childlike wonder and excitement will really help you get in touch with your intuition this month. And also embrace your weirdness. Totally lines up with that. Kids are weird. Things that kids like are weird. But you know what? That's the beauty of the universe. We're supposed to be weird. We're supposed to change up our vibe. And I think out of everything, I'm really getting a shift your vibe energy. Let's see. We have Archangel Michael. I'm grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life. So you may want to get in contact with Archangel Michael if that's calling to you. But regardless, I feel like you may need some courage and some strength to shift this energy. You may be kind of scared to get out of your comfort zone. We all do, really. I mean, who does that? Who is not scared of that? Okay, let's check one of these Moonology cards. Okay, I'm hearing 2 for this too. Okay, guys. You guys are lucky because I picked 2 here and 2 here and that. For some reason, I'm feeling drawn to getting all sorts of extra messages for you. Okay, we have the energy is gaining momentum. And then we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. So whatever it is that you are bringing in, I feel like this month you're going to gain momentum on it. This is a big shift in energy, and it is going to take... It's going to take actual action. It's going to take a decision to shift into the new energy, to take on that sacred wisdom, that be in touch with your intuition. And then your energy is going to gain momentum to exactly wherever you decide to put it. This is going to be very different for everybody, obviously. But, you know, this is really comforting right here. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So whatever this is that you're ready to let go of, you know, it's ending soon. But since I did pull this before that one, it really makes me feel like you need to start gaining momentum, start going towards the new energies that you want, listening to your intuition on where you want to go, and then that cycle will end. It won't happen before. So if you're waiting for that cycle to end to start a new one, that is not what the universe advises at this time. We're going to end with this. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. That is very self-explanatory. But one thing I do want to mention is we create our reality from what we are. So it's acting as if. So if you want peace in your life, then you pull it from within. You feel it within as much as possible. Whatever you need to do to get peace. Obviously, meditation is great. There's tons of other ways, like working out and reading and artwork. I mean, a million different ways you can get that peace. But first seek it within, and then you'll be able to approach all of these tough situations with peace, and it won't faze you in the ways that you may have been phased before, being a Pisces and being more watery, emotional type. But guys, that's it. That's all I have for you. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, hit subscribe. Also tap that notification bell so you can be notified when I do post more videos such as these, law of attraction, pick cards, that kind of thing. If you are interested in a private reading, go ahead and look at the description box below. It'll give you more information. Check out your moon and rising sign as well if you want more information. Also check out the pick a cards. I do have a playlist for them. They are timeless, so if you want more information with this or just any other situation in your life, that will really help you. And that's it, guys. I love you.